With the new gen consoles' recent release, unlike their predecessors, a big feature came with both the PS5 and Xbox Series is that they are almost fully compatible with the previous generation's games. Not only that, but they come with big improvements as well. Of course, not all of them, as it depends on what modes the game had and if the developer released a patch or not. What's up everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Omar with Real Gamer Review, and today I'll be sharing some gameplay for 10 of the best last gen games that got enhancements and upgrades on the Xbox Series X. Of course, a bunch of new games were already released, but these are my suggestions for older games you should absolutely revisit on your new Xbox Series X. Before starting the video, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the bell icon, as it really helps the channel to develop and deliver more relevant content for you guys. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Released back in 2015, but still one of the best looking Batman games out there, and now looks even better on the Xbox Series with the Auto HDR feature. Unfortunately, the game didn't get a resolution or frame rate upgrade, as it still runs at 30 frames per second and the Xbox One resolution, but still it looks pretty good along with the new Auto HDR edition and definitely deserves a place on our list.
Know where Scarecrow is manufacturing his toxin.
Remind me to hit a toy shop before we leave. Told my kid I was gonna buy him a present.
Any word from inside?
Nothing. We think there's a skeleton crew left in there, but they're not responding and the facility's locked down.
One of the best exclusive Xbox arcade racing games published by Microsoft Studios. I would even venture to say that it is one of the best racing games out there, and if you happen to own an Xbox Series X, then it's your lucky day, as Forza Horizon 4 got a new patch that upgraded the game to run at 4K 60 frames per second. The game already looked great on the Xbox One, but now it is just breathtaking, and definitely worth a revisit or even a purchase if you haven't played it yet. You can find a full review linked in the cards and in the description box down below, so feel free to check it out for an in-depth look at Forza Horizon 4. Another game on the list that got the same new gen treatment on the Xbox Series X as Forza Horizon 4 and now running at 4K 60 frames per second, with some graphics enhancement that actually make the game pretty similar to the highest settings on PC. Another great Xbox console exclusive that must be revisited, especially that they've just released a free DLC a few days ago under the name of Hive Busters, which looks very interesting and I'll be definitely reviewing in a later video on the channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified as soon as it's out.
So, straight's not an option. How much rocket base is even left?
Let's find out. You guys go right, Marcus and I'll go left. We'll find those silos.
Sounds good. Stay in contact. Juvies!
While Grand Theft Auto 5 didn't get any new gen enhancements, as Rockstar will release a remastered version for new gen for the third time, still it is considered one of the best open world games out there, especially that it is constantly getting big updates for the online mode, and it is now considered one of the biggest online modes in the gaming industry. Another game on our list that is worth a revisit for sure.
Report an attack on a vehicle on South Rockford Drive in South Forza. Oh shit! Citizens reporting a vehicle explosion on South Rockford Drive. Hey! You want me? Kill me!
After having a very bad launch, and after a few years of patches and updates, No Man's Sky is a very different game right now. The one that we always wanted and were promised in the trailers, and now it is even better as it got the new gen treatment with 4K 60 frames per second and enhanced graphics. No Man's Sky is a solid game and definitely is worth a place on this list. One of the best Star Wars single-player games that was released in a long time. I absolutely enjoyed playing it the first time when it was released on the last-gen consoles, and now I am on my second run on the Xbox Series X. The game didn't have any new gen patch, but it already had a 60 frames per second mode in the settings, which last-gen consoles struggled to keep steady or even reach it at some points of the game. But now it is running buttery smooth on the new gen consoles and especially on the Xbox Series X. Definitely worth a revisit or even a purchase if you have never played the game before.
Jedi incoming. Don't kill me.
One way out. Gotta keep moving.
I didn't see you training this morning with the rest of us. I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare. That's how you prepare. Did you hear that too?
Enemy! Enemy here!
One of the most underrated games of the last gen, Titanfall 2, which comes from the same studio that brought the very successful game Apex Legends. Titanfall 2 was running on a dynamic resolution on the Xbox One with 60 frames per second. So now with the Xbox Series X with all its power under the hood, it is almost running at native 4K most of the time at 60 frames per second. A really beautiful game that is definitely worth playing on the Series X.
Negative on visual. Incoming hostile pilot. What's down? Keep back.
If you are into zombie survival games, then definitely the next game on our list is for you. State of Decay, as good as it was on the Xbox One generation, it is now even better. It also got the new gen treatment with the 4K 60 frames per second and graphics enhancements. This Xbox console exclusive is definitely worth a place on our list.
Get past them if we're quiet.
One of the best looking Xbox exclusives for the last gen in terms of visuals. And yes, it got a new gen treatment to make it even look better. I think this game now has the best C visuals and physics out there that a console video game might have. Of course, till the release of this video, if you are watching this video later on, probably there will be better visuals in games released down the line. But for sure, Sea of Thieves is worth a revisit. Fans of Halo, or if you are even new to the Xbox family, this game is definitely worth a revisit. Especially that now the Master Chief Collection that contains most of the Halo games in installments is upgraded with the new gen treatment for 4K 60 frames per second and is also available on the Xbox Game Pass. How good is that?
Because some areas might have lost pressure.
Right.
Chief, watch out! Didn't realize so badly.
I thought we had a truce with the Covenant.
Alright, time to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, then leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.